You're listening to First in Line, your all access pass to fan culture. I'm Liv,
I'm Elham.
and it's been another crazy week in TV, hasn't it?
Yes, a very polarizing week in TV.
Yeah, I feel like I've just been sucked into like the reality TV bubble for so
Mhm.
long. It's like hard to get out of. But I mean, that's been like every year for the last like 10 years or so that I've been watching Love Island, so I guess I'm used to it at this point.
No, literally.
But it's kind of funny like how quickly it always like infects my brain. Like I just wake up in the morning and I'm like 9 a.m. the first look for UK drops and then 3 p.m. the first look for US drops.
Exactly.
I'm just like reading threads and tweets all day long.
No, literally. And like, it's so funny because I was late to watching this season and I kind of was like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling it. And then the Casa Amor like twist happened. And I was like, okay, this is like, I love when they do this in the UK. So I was like, I'm going to watch it. And now I'm kind of like, why do I always like think I'm going to like,
Not
I'm
like
like
it.
over it. I don't care. I'm not going to pay. And then I get like, I get sucked back into it. And I'm like, it's like pure rage bait every day, but I love it and I miss it. Like that's also the crazy thing. Like on Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm always like,
Yeah.
why do we have two breaks? Like why can't we just have one? Like I can't deal with it.
It's really difficult, but Wednesdays are helpful because then I'm like, okay, I can dedicate this to like something else that I need to pay attention to. Like
Mhm.
Eric and I last week, I think it was, we finished every year after. So I was
Mhm.
like, okay, finally, we have like 2 hours at night we can watch this show.
No,
Or
literally.
like doing literally anything else that I probably should be doing.
Hmm.
Did you watch Every Year After yet?
Okay, no, I did not, and I am now that there's going to be a season two because I was kind of
Mhm.
put off
Okay.
by the reviews from you and many people. My sister hated it. Like I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. Like I love this book, but now that I know there's gonna be a season two, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I
Yeah.
will watch it eventually, but right now I am very much in a like you said, like I just watch Love Island, like and like some Bravo shows. Like I don't really
It's
watch.
enough of a investment.
Yeah, it's like kind of hard. Like the bear just came back yesterday or on Friday or whatever, and I watched the first two episodes last night. And like usually I would like watch the bear like the morning it came out and like, binge it. And I just was like so focused on Love Island that I like literally forgot that it was already coming out. And then I don't know, like it's just like can't get my attention. There's nothing to like, I don't know, be like there's no community of people being like, here are all my opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's definitely the bear
Yeah,
Twitter.
but
That's
it's
to be
not
a
the same
thing.
because one, it's the last season,
Yeah.
and also they drop them all at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's like I have friends who finished it, but I'm like I can't talk to you about it because I'm only two episodes in and you finished it. Like you know how this
Yeah,
will
that's the
go.
hard part when it's like a series finale thing because you really can't talk about it with someone that's already seen it if you haven't finished it either.
Exactly. So I'm like, I need to finish that. I need to watch Not Suitable for Work. Like, can you believe I
Yeah,
haven't
I
watched
think
that?
Eric's almost finished with it. I still haven't watched that either. That's got to be on my list this week. I don't think you've watched My Fault or Your Fault, London,
No, I
have you?
haven't.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Wednesdays, we're gonna make you a plan.
No, literally, I'm
Wednesdays
like, I
and
need to
Saturdays.
schedule. Actually, that's actually a good idea. Cause yeah.
But so this Wednesday, I watched voicemails for Isabel, which is going to be my barricade or bust for the week, which is the new Netflix movie starring Nick Robinson and Zoe Deutsch, which she has like a crazy ratio for like banger rom-com movies that
Yes.
she's in. Like that girl can do no wrong with a rom-com, apparently.
Hmm.
I would say the same for Nick Robinson, and we're getting another one. What is it, Charlie something?
It's
Charlie Harper? I think it's Charlie Harper,
yes, Charlie Harper.
which I think is also slated to be like a at least a romance movie. I'm not sure if it's a rom-com movie.
Yeah.
Which I hate. Like honestly, it's funny when I watch movies that have a sad beginning, it transports me back. I don't know if this movie was such a core part of your childhood as it was for me and my sisters, but Raise Your Voice, the Hilary Duff movie where her brother
Yes. Yes.
dies at the beginning of the movie. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do like when I used to watch Raise Your Voice, I would skip the first like 15 minutes because I can't do that part. Like, I
Yeah.
can't cry that much in the beginning. But it really did pick up. I loved the way that they like moved their relationship and like the whole montage that they did. And I'm just obsessed with Nick Robinson. So
I
I
know.
loved the movie so much. This was like the first Netflix movie in a while that I feel like I like that. Like I like Netflix like
Oh, we
documentaries
liked
and
Office
TV shows.
Romance.
Yeah, Office
Which
Romance.
is at the
But
beginning of the month, but
like
it's a little different.
these two have been like the first Netflix movies in a long time that I have like really genuinely liked. I do watch a lot of like the Netflix action movies, but they're always just like it's always like a Chris Hemsworth or someone
Yeah.
in the movies, and it's not necessarily like
Funny.
like the depth of like a movie
Yeah.
that you're looking for. Like it's just a silly like little action adventure movie.
Mhm.
But these past two movies, I really liked what Netflix is putting out, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to see more.
Yeah, I really liked Voicemails for Isabel. I watched it on Friday or Saturday. And I like love Set It Up. Like Set It Up is honestly like one of my favorite rom-coms. Like I was so obsessed with that movie when it first came out. And I feel like Zoe Deutsch is really good at like having chemistry with people. Like she even did that movie with Dylan O'Brien, which was kind of like a rom-com, but not really. I don't really remember that like Hulu movie where she had like the Dua Lipa hair. Do you remember that?
Yes,
And she's like
yes.
an influencer girl. Like she is really good at playing these type of cliche characters, and I did kind of enjoy how like it was like a modern take on like You've Got Mail. Like
Mhm.
it was, and it wasn't like corny like to me. Like at first I was kind of scared that it was going to feel like kind of corny, like, but it didn't at all. I don't know how you like, I don't know, like when he was like listening to
Yeah.
voicemails and stuff, like it didn't feel corny. And honestly, I feel like it didn't really feel invasive either until like the last one where he like came to meet her, like where I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. How the hell are
Yeah.
you gonna get out of this? Or like, if like, how are you gonna explain yourself? Like, if when this comes up. But I felt like it wasn't too, I don't know, like, it was still like cliche, but it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and Nick Offerman was also really good in it. Lucas Gage was really good in it too.
okay, I was gonna say another thing. I know Lucas Gage was so random. I
I
did
feel
not
like
know he
he's
was
in
gonna be.
everything for like 5 minutes. Like he's not been a lead in many shows, but he's in everything for 5 minutes.
Yes. Also, I was not expecting it to be so like sexually forward. Like at the beginning, I kind of was like when they both like had these like hookup scenes, I was like, what the hell? Like this is kind of crazy. But I guess it kind of makes sense for like the age of the actors and like whatever like they are in life. But I just was like kind of like, whoa, this is
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like we were introduced to Nick Robinson, or like one of his early big breaks was like Love Simon, which is like
yes.
very, very PG, like
Yes.
LGBT romance.
Yeah. Like
Like
I was like,
the big end
wow.
of it was like literally a like smooch. Like I'm not even sure if they made out on the Ferris wheel.
No, I think it was literally like a peck or whatever. Yeah, which yeah, and I don't know. I liked it. Like I liked the his two friends. Who one of them is like
Yeah,
actually yeah,
Harry Shum Jr. He was like
yeah,
in Glee and the Shadowhunters remake.
yes. Because I was like, "Oh, this guy looks so familiar to me. But there was like a lot of name like
Yeah.
familiar faces in this movie,
Mhm.
and really fucking good.
Did you like this or Office Romance more?
I feel like Office Romance because I think that J Lo is like like if Zoe Deutsch is perfect for like J Lo is like the pinnacle
Yeah, like the
of
mother of
rom-coms. I mean,
rom-coms.
she's literally the mother, like she's like the founder of it. And I feel like that movie made me actually laugh out loud more than this one did. Like
Yeah.
that one was really like comedy
Although I did
forward.
laugh during this movie, which I was very surprised about. Like I'm
Yeah.
not really like a out loud laugher when I watch movies, but I did with this one, which like I knew I was going to with Office Romance, so this one like
Hmm.
took me a little bit by surprise.
Which one I'm assuming you like this one better.
I think there's like aspects of both that I liked like better. Like
Mhm.
they're kind of like even for me. I feel like I liked the ending of this, like the when they get back together
Yeah.
in Voicemails for Isabel than Office Romance. But Office Romance I view more as like a comedy,
Yes, with
whereas
romantic aspects.
yeah, and then Voicemails for Isabel felt more like romance with like aspects of comedy.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your barricade or bust this week?
My Barricade Bus this week is actually another podcast, and I honestly was thinking to myself like I don't know if I like talked about this podcast before, so maybe I have, but it's a Diabolical Lies podcast. Have I talked
Mm-mm.
about it before?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
but I love their podcast. It's like two girls. One of them is the person who wrote the Yesteryear book.
Okay.
So it's Claire Burke and Katie Tassin are like the two co-hosts, and Claire Burke is the one who wrote Yesteryear, and they just like talk about a lot of different subjects. Like they talk about sort of pop culture in like a political way. Like they use like things that are happening. Like today I was listening to their episode that they just released about Alex Earl and Alex Cooper and like Barstool or whatever. And they are kind of look at that, like, I don't know, like issue or drama in like a sort of political lens. Like they were talking about like Dave Portnoy and like how like Alex Cooper's husband is getting all this, backlash and like has all these articles written about him, but the person who's getting dragged is Alex Cooper, and like why is that happening, and just sort of that's just like the type of stuff that they talk about in their podcast, and it's very interesting to me. Like they talk about the manosphere and like politics and things like that. And I will say they have like a Patreon or something. Like they're behind a paywall, but they have like maybe 1 or 2 episodes a month that's like free. So the Alex Cooper episode is like the one that's free this month, and there was like another one earlier this month, I think, about Taylor Swift or something. But it really is, because I love like our podcast. We talk about the drama, like we love it. But I also am like, when people are like, the stuff is not that deep, but I'm like, it kind of is, like,
Yeah.
and
I feel like you make a lot of like videos and stuff online or like tweets, and people are like, it's not that deep. And I'm like, but it
it
quite
is.
literally can be
Like
that deep.
literally, I'm like, it can be that deep because like we're inundated with all this information and like all this pop culture. Why do we care about Alex Earl versus Alex Cooper? But it's also like, well, we do care because it's like any sort of any like boss versus employee dynamic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like
Hmm.
these are issues that you
Yeah.
can see in your own life, and also like these dynamics that like play out in media, and like why women are being dragged, and like why we love to tear down women. And like, I'm not, and what I love about these women in this podcast is that they don't like put themselves on like a pedestal where they're like, this stuff, like I'm above all of this. They're like, no, like they're like, I engage with Alex Cooper's content. Like I engage with Alex Earl's content. I'm not above this, but like, let's take a deeper look. And I just really admire their podcast. And, I'm like, every time I listen to them, they talk about like when they first started and they were like doing 2 jobs and all this stuff and like working on their podcast and working on their books. And I'm like, that's gonna be Liv and I one day, living off our Patreon money, but and our ad sponsorships, and that they're just really inspiring in that way. But I highly, highly recommend it. And one thing I do like about their podcast, one last thing I will say, is that they're like all like over 2 hours long, which is kind of nice because you can listen to it for like days on end. Like you like pause it, come back
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
especially with the aspect that like not all of it is free.
Hmm.
I really like that. So
Eric and I, we always listen to My Favorite Murder when we're in the car, like on long trips. If we're going like over 2 hours, we always throw on an episode or 2 episodes. So I love like a long podcast. I kind of hate too when I'm listening to a podcast and it's not long enough for my drive. I'm like,
no, like I'm like,
I still have longer to go. So like 2 hours is perfect for me, honestly.
no, literally, I love a long pod. Like, because I just am, yeah, like I love listening to podcasts. Honestly, I feel like I listen to podcasts more than I like listen to music. Like, so like it's literally all I listen to all the time.
That's my problem. I feel like I don't have that much music to talk about lately because I only ever listen to music now, like when I'm running, which I started running 2 months ago, or when I'm in the car. And I'm not in the car for very long because I work from home,
Yeah.
and really, like, I only go pick up Harper, and that takes 5 minutes out of my day. And I just listen to the same songs over and over again unless I hear something new that I like or someone that I know releases new music.
Yeah.
I feel like I've like stopped discovering new music the way that I used to. Like I used to spend so much of my time on YouTube, like clicking different music videos, watching different artists, and like
Mhm.
that really stopped. I need to get back into it, but I feel like I haven't been listening to music as much as I've been consuming media in like every other type of way
Yeah.
lately.
No, literally. I only have been listening to the new Olivia Rodrigo this month. But it's because I like Olivia Rodrigo. I knew she was coming with the new album. Like before that, I was listening to like Drake for the same reason. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's hard.
Speaking of yesteryear, which I still haven't read yet, I do need to read it. I have been reading books a lot, and I definitely could not be an author. Like, I actually don't like writing at all. But I keep thinking to myself, like, I'm like, damn, I feel like I should write a book. Like, I feel like I should write a book, but I don't think it would be a good book. But I've read some really horrible books lately too, where I'm like, I could write. If they can
Exactly.
write a book, then I can write a book. And I'm like, should I write a book?
Yes,
But I don't
please.
know what it would be about. I don't know what it'd be about. Like, I don't
No,
even know what genre. I think I would have to do like a thriller probably, but
I'm telling you right now, like we've seen our fair share of Kindle Unlimited books. Like no shade to anybody, it's hard to
yeah.
get your books out there. It is a feat to write something and put it out to the public, but It really
It
don't
can be
take
done. It can be done.
it can be done. Like it can be done. I'm all for writing a book. My sister Iman and I, like when I was watching Off Campus, I was like literally talking to her about the same exact thing where I was like, and no tea, no shade, like we love these books, okay? I'm not like hating on them, but I was like, when you read these books, it's kind of just like I feel like anybody can do this. And she was like, "Oh, we should write a book." Like she was like, "We should write a book." She goes, "Why don't you just write one? Like write a romance book. Like all these books are like the same tropes. Like just write one." And I'm like, "Honestly, that's like such a good idea."
I think when I do read books and I think about it that way, it's like all of the introductory, like scene setting stuff that really, like,
Yeah.
that's me. Like, that's not
No.
me.
I
Like,
can write
dialogue, sure.
conversations. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can give you general plot line. Like I can, give you back and forth. Cause then like when we were talking about it, she's like, okay, like I'm like, okay, like we can get our, the boy and the girl. But then it's like you gotta write the other people around the boy and the girl. And
Yeah.
that's fucking hard. Like it's like, okay, well I can't think of like different personality traits and different names for like five other people. It's
Now you
too
know why Colleen Hoover has, like, any letter in the
no,
alphabet
literally.
next to each other to make up a name.
No, because it's fucking hard. Like we were talking about, like she was like, "Oh, you should do one about like she's like, you should make it like basketball because like the hockey is everywhere."
You
Like
should.
she was
That's
like, "We
such a
should
good
write one about
idea.
basketball." And then
Yeah.
I was talking to Moomin about it. Moomin is like, "Okay, well, if you guys are gonna write it, like if you're gonna make it about basketball, you're gonna have other characters. Like who are the people on his team? Because like you're gonna have to like think of it like a
Yeah.
series." I'm like, "Girl, I can barely think of a name for the main character that I just thought of 5 seconds ago. How the hell am I gonna think of 15
Were
other
you
names?"
part of on my bachelorette trip? People on my trip decided that they were gonna make a book with like a meet cute based off of things that were happening in Philly in the trip. Were you part of that? And it was like it actually like so I hope someone wrote it down because I feel like a book could be made out of that. Like people were giving some really good like, plot
Telling you guys, like, honestly,
aspects.
writing a book, like, I feel like it's like all I need is someone. I'm like, can someone believe in me to help me? Because I can get you the drama. Like, I can be like, these are the plot lines I want to hit. Like, this is the drama. This is what's gonna happen. This is what he's gonna say. But it's like filling out the rest of the story is very hard. Like, that's where I'm like, damn, these people.
This is
They
why you need like we need to be big enough that we have a ghostwriter. So like
no,
we
exactly.
can or I'm not above like a co-author. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, it doesn't have to be a ghostwriter. I don't have to like take all the credit. Like a co-author would be good
yeah.
enough for me.
Because I mean, I've read a lot of these romance books, and some of them are just not. Some of them seem like someone just wrote it all in one night.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do that. But then I feel like the one thing that does take a lot of courage, like beyond just the actual feat of writing it, is like putting your name on something like that.
Yeah.
Like I would be like so scared.
Anyone can open and read and
Yes. And
yeah.
know that like I wrote that. Like, oh God. But then I'm like, I was thinking, Iman and I were like, well, think about like your Prime Video like deal. I'm like, exactly. Exactly. When I'm, making a movie for Amazon Prime based on my book, I won't be caring about any of that.
Yeah, when you're literally like the author of the show, like off the show that's adapted, and you're there as like a podcast.
Exactly. Because like even watching voicemails for Isabel, I'm like, we could have come up with that. Like,
Dessert
hello,
tacos? Yeah.
well, we could have come up with Office Romance. I could have came up with that.
Okay, let's give Brett Goldstein a little bit more credit, where his credit's due.
But I'm like, we can do that. It just takes some brain power, but who knows?
Yeah. You know what
Maybe.
doesn't take brain power? Knowing what's gonna happen on Love Island. It's like
Guys, I
you just
am.
know, you just know. I just knew exactly what was gonna happen. And I didn't even really want to watch like the episodes of Casa Amor because especially the girls, like it was so hard to watch because they were telling each other the right things. Like they were
Mhm.
telling each other the right
Yeah.
things. I just knew none of them were going to listen.
They were all going to come back single, except for, and it's like they were all going to come back single except for the obvious ones, which is Kenzie and Jen.
Hmm.
Jen. right? Like,
God, we have to get her out of here. Like, I just
so
don't
bad.
care about
Okay,
her
that's
at all.
one of
Like,
my mutuals
please. Why
tweeted.
couldn't we send her and Gabe home? I don't understand.
Okay, one of my mutuals tweeted this that I thought was so funny. It was like a picture of her photo, like Love Island socials, like posted her picture, and they go, "She's kind of like wallpaper. Like you forget she's there, but you miss her if you don't look twice or something. Like you forget she's there, and you'll miss her if you don't look." I'm like, oh my god, it's true. Like
Oh my
she
God.
has no story. I will say though, like immediately when
Well,
I
I
saw her,
feel like the more that I hear about her, I don't like the way that she's talking like, "Oh, I'm so beautiful and hot and
I
sexy
know.
and no one ever doesn't like me." Like, I don't feel bad for you.
Well, that's how I kind of felt about Kenzie in the first few episodes, where she was like so like upset about Zach
Not
saying,
being liked because she was blonde.
yeah, like it's like catastrophic. I'm like, girl, there are bigger things afoot. Like
Yeah.
if that is what's going to break your character down, there are horrible things ahead for you.
Like literally anything Corbin has said about her. And guess what?
Literally. And like, yeah, I'm like, Jen, like, also, I will say, like, I mean, when I saw her, like, I was like, oh my God, she reminds me, she looks like Kate Upton to me, like, with the mole and
Yes,
everything. She
you're
looks just
right.
like
You're
Kate
right.
Upton. Like, she's very pretty, and I understand, like, I feel like I get it. Like, all these people on this show are very attractive people who, like, probably get a lot of attention, in real life, which is why they were cast for this dating show of hot people. But it's like, you can't just like coast through the experience of Love Island. Like, you have to give something to them, to the guys, as much as they have to give something to you. And I felt like she kind of like didn't really understand that. And maybe that was because she was with Gabe and like they were hot and heavy like the second they got
Yeah.
together. But I'm like, not everyone's gonna be that way. And also, like, I don't know, sometimes people aren't like immediately attracted to you, and it might take a little more, and like just completely writing them off is like, girl, like we have bigger. I really hate that whole thing. Like, I like when the girls are like, I'm confident, like I know I'm hot, I know I'm sexy, but it's kind of, but she was saying it in a way where it's like, why is no one talking to me? Like, I'm so pretty. It's like, well, are you inviting? Like, do you have a warm energy? Like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It
Do you
takes
have
more than just
any
being,
personality?
yeah, do
Like,
you
you
have
don't know.
anything to give them? Because, yeah, and even I felt like I didn't understand her whole like thing of being like, Kenzie's taking my guy in Casa Amor. It's like this, like all these guys are like free reign. Like, just talk to
She
all of,
had like six of them to choose from because no one else was bringing anyone back.
yeah. So I'm like, just also at that point, sorry, but also it was like, you know how they had brought all the 12 guys, and I know we're going all over the place, and like they picked whatever the six. I'm like, okay, you girls knew, like, I'm sorry, like the OG girls, like Kata,
Yeah.
like Trinity, all them. I'm like, you knew that you were not going to give a shit about any of these people. So why didn't Kenzie and Jen think to themselves, like, let's pick guys that we actually also like? Like, let's maybe do
Yeah,
like,
like more guys for them.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
then for,
And
because
like
like
I thought it
Trinity,
was weird. They kept saying that Che was so hot, like Takeda, and I'm like,
yeah,
if he's so hot, like
why,
why didn't I see Kenzie or Jen talk to him?
yeah,
Because like I did think that he had a good personality when him and Kata were talking. Like I thought he was
yeah.
interesting. So I was a little bit disappointed that he didn't get to come back.
I feel like the girls are stuck in this mindset, and they were stuck in it before, and they're stuck in it through Casa, where it was like, I pick my guy, I pick my guy, and I'm staying with him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking to him the whole time. This is my connection. Like, I might let someone else talk to me here or there, but like, I'm not opening myself emotionally to them.
Hmm.
Which is why I feel like Trinity, when she had that conversation with Corey, I think his name was, like when they kissed in the photo booth and she had that conversation with him, like basically being like, I'm not feeling this, like you go ahead, like go with Melanie, go with whoever, like you can go talk to whoever. Like, it's kind of just like, I don't even think she necessarily needed to say that, but I think the dynamic of their house, like in another season of Love Island, I don't think she really needed to say that. But in the dynamic of this house, like, you kind of do. Like, you have to like set those clear, like, okay, I'm not into you, so now you can talk to my friend. Whereas, like, in Love Island history, it's kind of like, until you're completely exclusive, closed off,
Yeah, it's like a free for all.
anyone can talk to anybody.
I
Like,
feel like Love Island UK is still like that right now.
yes, like they're having troubles. Like, yeah, there's like one couple on Love Island UK who is closed off, which is stupid because they're literally closed off like 48 hours until it's like, what the hell's happening here? But everyone else, still everyone talks to everybody. Like, it's just normal that way, and like it I don't know, they kind of like do themselves a disservice, which is what I felt like this whole Casa Amor thing was. Like,
Well, I
I
feel like the boys were like patting themselves on the back for like doing Casa right and like saying all this stuff about the Villa girls. And it's like, but the Villa girls weren't making you act the way that you were acting.
yes.
You were acting the way that you were acting. And so everyone else was doing the same thing. Like, no one was holding a gun to your head, making you not explore, making you not talk to bombshells.
No, and that's a thing that annoys me that I keep seeing. Like, I was literally getting rage baited, like watching this like debrief on TikTok the other night because I was just like, okay, there is like this whole side of the internet, people who watch Love Island who are like, Anaya didn't let Casey explore. She wouldn't let him explore. She wouldn't let him explore. And I'm like, well, no, because if you watch the show, every time they had a conversation about it, she was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care. But it was Casey who didn't do anything with Soul. He was the one who was holding back. He was the one that didn't put himself out there. And that could be because, once again, Sincere called, Sincere had dibs on Soul. So, like, until that was cut off, which was too late because by the time it got cut off, she was gone. That he didn't really have the time to slide in there and try and talk to her. Whereas in a normal season, you would just, Soul would talk to everybody. Like, everyone would talk to the bombshell. Like, but it just, I'm like, these guys do make it seem like they were like imprisoned by the girls. Yeah. And it's like, you weren't. Like, you all set this precedent, whether it was spoken or just like, I don't know, like without, I don't know, like just the vibes of the villa or whatever. Yeah. Like, it just felt like everyone was immediately like, you're my couple. Okay, it's just us two. And it's kind of why we are in this predicament where we are, Casa Amor is over and like no couple really changed. Like, none of the OGs really strayed except for obviously Anaya and KC, like have their moment, but like everyone else is the same. And to me, that is boring. Like, yeah, it's sad. Like, I just feel like obviously there's going to be a movie night and hopefully the girls see how these guys talked about them, because even Zach and Bryce, and obviously Sincere is like his own like breed of human being. Like, I do think Bryce
was like Sincere learned ASL so he could lie to people.
Like, he lies. Okay, did you see the clip from After Sun? I didn't watch.
So
I don't
easy.
watch.
When he like chose not to couple up.
Yes,
and he was like, if we had more time, it would have been you. Well, why didn't you bring her back then so you had more time? I don't even remember what Melanie looks like or sounds like was crazy.
Like, how are you saying that? Then 20 minutes later being like, I came back single because I just love we have something special, me and Melanie. You just said you, one, don't remember what she looks like. And two, which is a lie. And two, you wish you could have more time with somebody. It's like, you could though, just bring her, but you don't want to bring her because you're scared of Melanie's reaction or whatever.
What the like all the Villa boys think, because I feel like so many of these lies from Sincere are being told like specifically to the two girls or are being like said in confessional. Like, I feel like when he was like, oh, I don't even remember what Melanie looks like, that was like in confessional. I wonder what the boys are hearing from him.
Yeah.
Because even at one point, I know him and Bryce were talking at one point, and then like at some point him, Bryce, and Zach were talking, so it kind of made it seem like they were like the three that like were going back to their girls. And so I don't know whether the boys like are aware to the degree of which he's like going around
lying and just saying these like atrocious things. Like, it's just so weird because I'm like, you once again could be freeing, like, and the thing that really annoys me is like they are hanging on to these girls when they could be freeing them to find a better connection. Like, I feel that way about Zach, like, especially because obviously the only reason why he came back single, maybe he would have still, is because his girl got fucking kicked off the damn show. So
I'm mad that they kicked her off, because they should have at that point where she was literally there for the entirety of Casa Amor, just let him like choose
come back or not. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, they set such, and I'm not against what they're trying to do by like setting a tone of like these things are not acceptable. However, they set such a dangerous precedent, especially with kicking Sierra off like so far into the season. And it wasn't that they kicked her off so far into the season, is that they let it go on for weeks. Like it
The
wasn't like,
online chatter.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the online chatter had started weeks before she even got kicked off. So the fact that they waited so long to kick her off was just crazy. Like again, the one girl that got kicked off before the show even started this year, like when she just got announced, fine. But like if you're then gonna keep them for multiple episodes, like just let the storyline run and let them deal with it when they come out, unless it's something like super, super egregious. And I think too, it's dangerous because of the people online, because it's not like, I get that they do like their background checks, but some of the stuff that's like come up this year is stuff where like people had personal videos of
Yeah.
this evidence and it like wasn't public, like it wasn't online. And then once these people are on Love Island, like it's people posting it, and it's like, well, there's nothing that they could have done about it,
Yes. I
beforehand.
agree. I feel like that's what's hard, like because when the video of the girl, Alana or whatever came out, like, I think that it's more so NBC, Peacock does not want to deal with the PR disaster of like letting someone who has had a racist past of any capacity stay on their show, potentially win their show, and then have that fallout.
Respect.
Which yes, we fully respect.
Yeah.
However, I do agree where it's like, I feel like I don't, because it's like, what can these producers do to get that information? Because it's one thing if it's tweets, it's one thing if it's story posts, it's one thing if it's a TikTok, if it's a screenshot of something that was posted in, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if it's like Yalissa's podcast clip,
Yeah,
where
like that was like
it's
crazy.
something
That,
that is
yeah.
easily accessible. Everyone can see it. The Sierra screenshots had been going around for like even before, because she's like an influencer. So like,
Mhm.
it's like those type of things I can understand being like, holy shit, like this is a disaster. We cannot let this slide. The videos of which obviously these are all PR disasters. I don't think you get what I'm saying. So whatever. But like these videos, these private videos that are then getting exposed because someone knows this girl is going on Love Island, let me expose her. Like, I don't understand how the producer can get that information. That's what's hard. Like, that's where I don't like, I know a lot of people online like blame the production. Like, they're like, why can't they figure this out? Like, why is there no background checks? But it's like, well, you can't really background check that out of somebody. Like, it's not something that's easily accessible. Like, yes, we can, hate on them for last year where it's like, there's a podcast clip of this girl, video, evidence on TikTok. It's like, you give us the cast name, people are going to find their Instagram, they're going to look them up, and they see this video of this girl screaming the N-word. It's like weird. And like, even
Over and
now
over and over again.
yes, literally over. Yes. And then now on UK just did their Casa Amor episode tonight,
Yeah.
and they already had a boy get kicked out because he was like involved in a stabbing, even though he was not the perpetrator, but he's like on the police report as like a bystander or like some sort of accomplice or whatever, allegedly, to this.
See, like even
stabbing.
that is crazy. Like that
And it's
should
like,
have been found out.
yes, like that's the stuff where I'm like, how is that getting past your legal team? But yeah, when it's these videos of like other people, but I also think like, I mean, I'm glad that they take it seriously, and I know you are too. Like, we're not
Yeah.
saying that they shouldn't. Do you
But
agree?
it's like altering the
Well,
storyline of the show.
well, right.
To
That's
this
what I feel
degree.
like, because even okay, they had the Casa Amor episode, the first episode with the heart rate challenge. That's when we meet the girls. People find that night. Like, people find
Mhm.
this girl's TikTok, Instagram, her friends, whoever the hell had the Snapchat video, found out that she was on that show that night, exposed
Which,
her.
here's a suggestion for me then, because they didn't release the bombshells until like that day, so like people know them. So like this stuff came out like immediately when she was announced. So the people in the villa aren't gonna know who these people are. Can we just announce them like a week
Wait,
earlier
that's
so that,
actually such a good idea. That's
so that
actually
we can,
true.
like, whatever comes to service, and we still have time to switch it
Because,
out? Like that's,
yes,
I don't
because,
understand. That's the part that's making me annoyed. It's
no,
like
I agree.
we're letting it be such a secret that it's a surprise, and then by the time that we find these things out about these people, they've already been on TV for 3 episodes and they're already like involved. Like Kata's getting a picture of Zach and her kissing, not in a challenge.
And
We'll never,
also,
we'll never
it,
get that.
and it gets Zach like a get out of jail free card because his
Yeah.
fucking girl is gone. And like, not that he did anything
I don't
egregious.
think he would have brought her back
And yeah,
anyway, but it's just annoying that he didn't even have the option
no.
to bring her back.
And like, on the flip side, same of what's happening on Love Island UK with this guy is that there's 6 girls and now there's only going to be 5 Casa
Mm.
boys. So one girl has to by default not bring somebody back. I mean, obviously there could be
The
multiple
coupled
of
up
them.
girl isn't gonna do that, but yeah.
Yeah, like there's multiple of them that wouldn't bring somebody back possibly, but it's like now there's one less person to choose from and they can't necessarily like replace someone at Casa Amor because it just would make no sense for the show. And also the show is like being filmed in real time, but it's also being filmed like within like a 48-hour
Yeah.
delay. So like you can't really do that. But yeah, it's just very annoying and I feel like yeah,
I
like
like the way
this
that they do it. Like they so subtly say that the person has
well,
left
she's
the villa
getting
and then just move on.
no,
Like,
I do love that. And she was being okay, there's this girl. I never watched
well, yeah, they were
season.
like not showing her
Yes,
as
but they
much as
showed
possible.
as much as
Yeah.
possible. They showed like one conversation with Zach. But there's this girl like Deb from Love Island US, maybe season
Yes.
4 or 5.
Yes.
I can't but I never watched that season. So like but I just saw a video of her this morning on my For You page, and apparently the guy that she brought back from Casa Amor in her season got kicked off. Like she brought him back or like was going to bring him back or had brought him back, and then the next day they told her like, oh, he's leaving. And she goes, they just brought us to the fire pit and they're like, okay, this guy, I think his name was like, I don't know, remember. She's like, well, he's like, they're gone. And they would not give them any information or whatever. And obviously I didn't watch the season, so I don't know what the hell happened. And she was like, you get no information until like when you leave, like you can look it up or whatever. Obviously, I think last season, like they didn't tell Nick what Sierra, like why they kicked her off or like what she did, but they were kind of like, you can leave and find out yourself or you can stay. And honestly, like I just would be like, I don't want to fucking be associated with this. Like,
Yeah.
no. And so then even this girl, Deb, was like, she was like, I only brought him back because I wanted to make my guy jealous.
Yeah,
And be like,
jealous. Yeah.
whatever. Like, see, I can pull somebody. You need to try harder. But she was like, it was weird. Like, it was kind of just like, oh, okay.
Well,
Like,
that's why I feel like what they should have done is like if Zach brought her back, like get rid of
come
her
for the next
immediately,
day.
because then you still would have had the drama of like Kata knowing that he brought someone back, and like even if she's not there, like you know what I mean?
Now I'm thinking for movie night, are they going to show her clips?
Yeah, like it's just
They edited her out as fuck. Like, they literally edited her out. Like, one conversation with Zach, but like she would like not like when the girls were getting ready, she was not speaking. She was like not there. So I'm kind of like, well, this kind of ruins the experience because it kind of gives Kata this idea that Zach was like good, like he did nothing wrong, and not that he really whatever, but like I do think that he gets away with way more than what like Zach gets away with a lot on this show,
yeah.
and it like drives me insane because there's like worse people like Sincere and KC, so like they are getting the brunt of it because they're more like in your face with their like betrayal, whereas Zach is very
Well,
like
Zach said
scheming.
something. I don't know if it was when they were doing the dance when they first got to Casa.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, that just threw my game plan out
Yes.
the window," and I was like, "Why did you say game
I
plan?"
want them to show that because
Yeah,
that was crazy to me. Like I'm like game plan. So Kata is a game plan to you. You're not really with her
yeah,
because you like her. You're with her because you think
yeah,
I'm gonna be with her, and then I'm going to like win the show or be a runner up or make the finale at least. Like I don't know. I really hate Zach.
yeah.
I think he gets
What
away
did
with
you
way
think
too.
about Parmita when she came back with?
I can't with the Persian cat. First of
When,
all, I cringed at Persian cat when she first said it.
yeah.
And the fact that people online now call her Persian cat makes me
Which is, I saw something that was like, I think, who was it? Was it Kenzie that called her the Persian cat when she came back? I can't remember who it was. But someone was saying like how that was racist or wrong or xenophobic or whatever. And I was like, she literally called herself
called
that. Like,
herself
they were just
that.
like,
Yes.
what they heard, like, she wasn't using
She wasn't just like, oh, she's Persian. I'm gonna call her a Persian cat. No, they watched the heart rate challenge and she said that. Like,
and that's what they were saying, like,
you brought her up.
anyways, so first of all, you're a 27-year-old woman with a
Literally a
20-year-old
grandma.
man, and the only connection that you guys have, also you slid in his DMs, which we need to talk about.
Which is so
Like,
humiliating.
he must have been 21 at the time. And he didn't respond to you and you brought up on national TV, but fine. Okay. Now your only connection is that you're both hot to each other. And you've now come back and then the girls are like talking about all the horrible, nasty things that Corbin said and they don't even know the half of it. And Parmita's just like, yeah, well, he's just a man and he's talking to guys and they just think with their dicks.
Boys will be boys in the big
And the
2020.
way they were like, and that's what you want?
So embarrassing. So it's like if you're a girl,
Casa girls, like, and what bothers me the most is like, I heard, I can't remember who this was, that I think we might have sent it to each other. It was like the Casa girls literally came to seduce you. Like that is their job.
yes,
They are in Casa to come back to the villa. They need you to come back to the
And they
villa.
know what to
The
say. They've
villa
been
girls,
watching the show.
the villa girls need you in a different way, but like they're the OGs too. The way that you think you're the OGs. So the all the conversation of like, oh, they're the college girls and the villa girls are high school girls, or like we have different aura here. Like
Yeah.
finally people will know my power. And it's like, no, actually you're being tricked,
Yes.
bamboozled.
And you're falling
Because
for
these
it.
people are literally doing their jobs, which is to make you feel wanted so that they can get what they want, which is to come back to the house and get another week of fame.
Like the whole point is to make it past Casa Amor, literally. And it's like it's so embarrassing because it's like these girls watch the show. Like the Casa girls have been watching for the
Clearly.
last 3 weeks. Like Tiara watched the show and she knows what Casey wants and she's exactly doing everything to get him. She is claiming him on night one. She's getting mad when he's trying to talk to another girl. She's being very forward, which is fine. Like that's what you are on the show for, especially as a bombshell, as a Casa girl. Like you are there to seduce them, whatever. But it's like pretending like it's so cringe to pretend like you somehow have found the cheat code like the men, and it's like no, these girls just want to get to the main villa. That's the whole concept. Like I don't know if you guys have never watched the show or something, but like the whole point is to play you to get to the main villa. Like
That's what Eric was saying too. He's like, you can tell which people were media trained and which people weren't, because clearly they were not, these men were not media trained on like
no. And they kept
how to
saying like,
act or
oh
what
my
to
god,
do.
oh my god, when they were like, I saw someone say like, oh, the high school girls versus college girls thing is true because the OGs are so cliquey. They're mean girls. Like look how they're dogging off Tiara, and it's like, no, we all know what they mean by saying high school girls versus mean girls or high school girls versus college girls. We all know what they mean. We all know what they want. It's
But I don't
very
understand if
evident.
that's what they want, why did they come onto this TV show?
Literally,
Like, go on Temptation Island, go on
that's
Too Hot to
one
Handle, go on literally any other TV show, or like just hit the
perfect match
streets.
even.
But just hit the streets. Like
Yeah,
in real life, you can go and you can hook up with whoever you want if you really try hard enough. Like if that's what you want, like you know what I mean? I'm sure that they have like situationships. I'm sure that they have other people that they've talked to previously that they can go hit up. Like if you're on a show where you're supposed to be building a relationship, like why is this the only thing that you're talking about?
it's so
Because the viewers, like that's not what we care about as
no.
viewers.
No. It's disgusting. Like it's literally disgusting because it's just like why are we I don't like it's I get like going back to like Casey's like comment about Naya being like a grandma, like being
Mhm.
like she's such a grandma because she won't like have sex with you or have do sexual acts with you after knowing you for 2.5 weeks. And it's just like why
I got where I was in 3 weeks in 2 days. Like that is just disturbing.
disturbing. And it's like, why, one, do you feel like you are like owed Anaya's body or any girl's body for that matter? Like, she could be with you for
Someone
six.
that's like supposed to potentially be your girlfriend.
Yeah. First, there are, I mean, we've gone through seasons of Love Island, like, where people did not have any sex, like, with their partner,
Yeah.
the person they ultimately ended up with, and they still made it out. Like, it's okay. Like, it's 6 weeks of your life. You can fucking deal with it. Like, I'm like, it's so just disturbing. But yeah, it's like, you went. I just feel like none of these guys, and like I'm sorry, like even literally none of the OG guys, none of the guys in this villa, like Caleb maybe, Bryce, even like I don't think Bryce, like the fact that none of them are able to check Casey and Corbin in the way that they speak about these girls that they've shared a bed with, kissed, all this stuff is so off-putting to me. I just like really it really bothers me because I'm like even if you believe, which yes, this show is all about testing connections, this show is all about finding the best person for you, but there's a way to go about it, and there's a way to be nice, and there's a way to not like kind of play in someone's face, and to see the reaction that Anaya had, and to know what Casey said in that villa for like 3, 4, 5 days, whatever, and not say anything and just like let the
You're like,
girls
I
do
don't
the
care. You don't
fighting.
need to respect me, and I like literally don't care.
Yeah, like
It's crazy to me that they're just not respectful women, and I could never stand next to someone like the way that TT was like
you
backing
know.
him, watching him speak about like another woman that way, or someone that he's like spent 3 weeks like having a connection with. Like I don't know, I genuinely could not do
No.
that.
No, because how do you think he's what he's Okay, what happens
Yeah.
if you bring another bombshell in? What is he gonna
Yeah.
do to you?
And Melanie was saying this in like the worst kind of way, but it's like, yeah, like we're in a villa and we're literally seeing it in front of our eyes. Like, what do you think that these people are gonna do when we're at home?
Yeah, it's
Which I'm
just
like,
so.
that's a horrible example for you to give, especially about Sincere. Like, but
Okay, that's another
because
thing.
he's not
Like,
trustworthy. Like, she's like, it's gonna be 25 times worse when we get home. I'm like, Sincere's gonna have three girlfriends then.
Sincere's. I literally saw, the tweet that you mentioned earlier about the deaf one, but I saw another one that was like, Sincere's the type to have two families and genuinely have love for both of them. I'm like, literally. Because, like, honestly, I feel like the scariest thing about Sincere is that he actually is sincere. Like, he is
Yeah.
earnestly
In his brain.
these things to each woman, and I fully believe that when he told Amora, like, I wish I could bring you back, I fully believe that he thought that. Like, I believe him when he says that. When he tells Melanie, you're the girl for me, I love what we have, I believe him. Like, honestly, it's like that, and that's the scary thing. Like, I'm like, he's so, like, he doesn't care, but he also is like not lying, but he's also lying, obviously. But like, it's just like so crazy to me. But yeah, I mean, I love that the girls are backing up Anaya, but I do think that they're like, Anaya, it's like she, as much as it sucks and as horrible as it is, and honestly I want to, because I've seen this theory floating around, and you sent it to me, where it's like, did she want to pick Carl and then saw the other guys coming in and thought, okay, well, my guy will not bring someone back? Or maybe she just had a change of heart midway through or whatever. But it's like something like this, I feel like sometimes like has to happen to be like, holy shit, like I could have been in a way worse situation. Like, this could have happened to me on week 4 or 5. Like, this could have happened to me way worse, 100 times worse. And like, I'm glad it happened here, and like, I'm gonna, cry my eyes out for this night, but I'll pick myself back up, and I have my girls with me, and like, whatever happens in this villa will happen. But I definitely think that KC thought that she was gonna be like eliminated or something, because he was like, she comes from a good family, she'll be fine. I'm like, she's staying
So
in
cute.
TV.
I actually thought that this vote, like having to bring back one girl and one boy, is actually difficult because I voted for Carl, so I'll say that. But I wanted to bring back Carl for Anaya because I truly hope that this was like the final straw for her, because I know she was struggling with Casey, even though she liked him for the last few weeks. And the problem is that I don't trust any of these women. So I'm like, I feel like this will be her last straw. And honestly, Casey does not care about her. Like, I think it's more on his end. Like, I don't think he's gonna want to go back to her.
No.
So I'm like, I want Carl to be brought in for her because I did really like their conversations. I just don't know if she will like connect and
Yeah.
like fully go into that. So I did bring him back. However, Amora is like the only option female wise. And I'm like, I feel like her being in the villa, if Melanie does hear what Sincere was saying to her, because again, it's not like, even Sincere was saying, like, a kiss is whatever. Like, he doesn't care if Melanie's kissing people.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't mean anything to him. But the things that he was saying, sure as hell would matter to me if he was
Mhm.
saying that to someone else. Like, I hope that they show that at movie night. And so, like, if Amora is in the house, I wanted to bring back Corey for Melanie because, again, I would hope that, like, seeing Amora and hearing the things that he said again to another woman
Yeah.
and then just, like, easily sending her home to come back to Melanie and act like nothing's happened, because it does seem like Melanie is finally getting it.
Yeah.
Like, she said all those things to him, but it's like, girl, bring back Corey, and then, like, you have another option.
Yes.
Like,
I
why are we not bringing back the option? Like, I just don't understand that. And so I wanted to bring back Corey with Amora because I'm like, again, I would hope that she would be able to move on from that, but I genuinely, sincerely don't trust any of these
No.
women to actually, like, for even that to be the final nail in the coffin for her.
Same. I think, yeah, I agree. Like, I think Anaya is done with KC because I just think that shit is severed. It's horrible. She should not try and think twice about going back there. However, like, Kata and Melanie, like, Kata being like, you're in the doghouse. Well, okay, whatever, fine. I'm like, she's like pretending to not really care that Zach came back single, but I'm like, girl, like, stop lying to yourself. Like, same with Melanie. It's like, you have this whole monologue. That is an empowering monologue. I actually loved what she said. Like, it was funny. She was like, I don't know if you have a dick in your brain or something, but, and I thought it was so funny, but it's like, you say all that, then you go back with him. Like, why? Like, why? Like, I just feel like when you are
She would look stronger doing that if she had her other option on
yes,
her arm. Like,
and maybe
I'm still interested in you, but here are all the things and all the reasons why I don't trust you. So
Mhm.
now you need to show me
Exactly.
that I matter to you. And
Yeah,
I'm bringing my other option back in case you don't.
exactly. Like, that's the thing. It's like giving yourself like Anaya, Melanie, who were on the rocks, like with their partners, had issues a little bit and stuff before Casa. It's like giving yourself the option and then seeing what the guy does, and then being like, okay, well, are you gonna fight for me or not? Or you brought somebody back, okay, fine, you be with them, I'll be with you, like whatever. Like it's just like you
Also,
are
have these
not.
people ever seen Love Island before? There's never been a season of Love Island where like even if you think about it, like where couples or even one person brings back someone and the other doesn't, where if that couple still likes each other, they don't get back together. Like
Yeah,
that's never actually happened.
exactly. I know. I feel like this season, like none of these boys have, except for Zach, because his brother was on it and probably gave him a
Yeah.
fucking game plan. But I feel like no one else, none of the boys on this show have watched the show, because it's like they do not know how any of this works. Whereas the girls, I feel like watched it to a fault. Like they are like, I'm sticking with my man, I don't care. And it's like, okay. Like no one's gonna hate you if you like try and find something new. Honestly, I say all that to say, like, Kenzie, I kind of am like indifferent about her. Like, I don't really care. Like, whatever. She's not my favorite. I just think she's there, whatever. But she's like the only one doing the show right.
I don't have a problem with her. I have a problem with like more the fact that she's doing it with like multiple people, but then like she's still gonna be mad at Corbin. And
Yeah,
she's valid to be mad at Corbin, but like not for why she's mad at him because he actually said way worse things than she has heard yet. So like again, I'm not mad that she's mad at him, but I'm like he did the same thing that you're doing. You actually had two men in Casa
yeah.
that you're considering and that you maybe are still considering.
I
And
know.
she's probably still going
Also,
to be open to more bombshells.
yeah. Well, she
It's
fits
funny
with
because
someone who's never
it's funny
gonna.
because Eric says that like no matter who she chooses, it's always going to be the wrong person. Like Eric's
Yes,
like, if she chose Caleb, he was gonna do her dirty, and like
yes.
it would be wrong. If she
No.
chose Corbin, like he was the wrong person. Like now she's gonna choose Dylan, and he's gonna be the wrong person. But then if she chooses Gal, he'll be the wrong
Yeah.
person.
No, I fully agree. And like one thing that I really hate about her is like she fucking has the weirdest like accent when she's talking. Like she talks so like different to everyone. I'm like, who are you? Like she's like when she was talking to Corbin, she's like she literally talks like those like memes where it's like, I'm finna like go to the like, like we just like finna kiss, like have such like a great connection. I'm like, what is going on? But then she talks to like Dylan and she's like, yeah, like, yeah, I'm from Georgia and I just like really love you and I really like you and I really, it's like, what is who are you? Like, I really hate that about her. I'm like, maybe it's like subconscious. Like, I don't think she's purposefully doing it, but I'm like, girl, you need to nip that shit in the bud because it's really bad. And the splits. I hate the splits. I'm over the splits. Like, I'm over the splits. Like, I'm like, oh my God. But then I keep seeing people on TikTok being like, I'm someone who can do the splits and I do the same thing. Like,
Yeah, low key, I would.
But I'm like, yeah, I guess if I could do the splits, I would do it. But also, I'm like, you're on TV. But that's also why this is also happening on the UK. Like, Yasmin is always playing with her hair, and it's like a nervous tick, but she's always playing with her hair in a very specific way. And it's very clearly because she's nervous or shy or whatever. But it's like episode 25, I'm like, girl, the fucking hand down and just talk. Like, I'm like, enough. And I know for a fact she's gonna go home, same with Kenzie, and see these clips of them doing the splits and
Yeah.
playing with their hair and being like, why did I fucking do that? It's like, remember a few seasons ago, like, where that girl would always be like, I'm the prize.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's always like, every conversation, she's like,
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
the
yeah.
prize. I'm the prize.
Don't
Like,
forget I'm the
yeah.
prize.
And it's like so subconscious, but I'm like, girl, you're gonna be really embarrassed. Or maybe you won't be, but if that was me doing that, a nervous tick constantly, I'd be like, oh my God, get me out of here. But I mean, I'm excited because I feel like after Casa Amor is like when the season really gets good. Hopefully for these
Yeah.
people.
So I just saw, I don't know if you saw anything from tonight's episode yet, but Meg the Stallion comes back.
Yes, which I'm so
so
happy
excited.
about. I love
Although the
her.
Casa girls don't deserve to meet her. So
No.
I'm a little bit annoyed about that, but fine. What are your, like, do you like Bryce and Trinity? Because I feel like the last time we talked, you were not, like, drinking the
Well,
Kool-Aid.
I
And
just
you
don't
probably
like
am.
any of the guys. I like Trinity. I love Trinity. I think she's amazing. I think she's so pretty, and I think I love
I
love
love
all
her.
the girls. Like
She's
I
so
think
real. I
all
saw people that are like, she's the realest in Serena.
yes, like she's so real. Like I love her. I just like don't like any of the guys. Like I'm sorry. I'm not like into any couple. I don't like any of the guys because like even tonight because I watched some of the episode before we recorded and like I just hate that none of these guys can see how what KC did is so disturbing.
Yeah.
Like even if he found a better connection, okay, claps for him, but there's a way to go about it in a very nice way, and he did not do that. And I just feel like the fact that none of them, all of them sat there and watch him talk about Naya in this way and don't think twice about it, like, it's just like, that is disturbing to me. And I get it, like, it's like, they're his friend and whatever, but I'm like, I can't be with a guy like that. Like, I can't like a guy like that. Like, even last season, there would be times, I mean, as much as, you know, there was psychosis and, like, Huda was crazy and Jeremiah and that whole shit was psycho. Like, there were times on the show where, like, Jeremiah did something to Huda that set her off, and the guys were kind of, like, checking him for it, being like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, she
Yeah.
feels this way
Yeah.
and it's not right. Her reaction's not right, but you made her feel this way, and why, you know, like, I don't like this that you made her feel this way. Like, I just feel like there's no one on this cast who's checking each other, even like which is why these girls, because obviously Bryce is the least problematic, like, for sure, you know, he's done literally nothing wrong except for, like, be insecure, which is, like, not a fault of his own, but, like, you know what I mean, like, he's really done nothing wrong, whereas, like, these, but it's like the fact that these other guys, like, egg each other on.
Well, I just feel like once it crosses the line to like the level of disrespect that it has, like it that's where I feel like it's kind of also on the producers to step in and like if they aren't going to kind of like alter it in a way where like we feed out like get rid of these people
Yeah.
that are like disrespectful like this to people that they're sharing a villa with, like the producers need to let them know that this
Yes.
is like what's being said. You know what I mean?
Yes. Because it, like, even as
I
much
can't
as
imagine like if Casey and Anaya were to be together or whatever and to like come out of the show and like hear the way that they were talking, or like
yes.
even Kenzie and Corbin, like to come out of the show and then hear the way that they were speaking about
Well,
that.
that's why, like, I'm excited for movie night, but I really do think movie night is
It's gonna be a
traumatizing.
bloodbath and
It's
it's gonna be
traumatizing, yeah. Like, because it's like these guys are talking about these girls in such a disturbing
and I
way.
don't think that they even care. So like
No,
they'll be like I
laughing.
think they're gonna laugh.
Mhm.
And I think that they're also gonna be like only embarrassed in like the way of like it's being played and everyone is hearing you say that. But like I don't think that they're gonna actually feel bad, and that's like even worse.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But some of that comes from the fact that they're 22 and 23-year-olds, and this is
No.
why we should not have 22 and
Okay,
23-year-olds on
like, I
television.
feel like they need to have, like, last season, like, they need to
Like,
have, like,
why are
the
the
last two
22 and the
seasons
23-year-olds talking about like getting some in 3 days like this? You're literally 22. Go home.
go to your
Finish
local
reading
bar.
your school books.
Literally go graduate college. No, it's like, I am like you, we need to have like 25 plus.
Yeah.
Especially like for the men. Like, it's like the girl, like, look how
Yeah.
classy. Trinity's 22 years old.
Yeah.
Look how classy she is. How normal she is. Even Kenzie just graduated college. Like,
Yeah.
they are very,
Nina's 22 also.
like, they are normal.
Hmm.
They are fucking normal. These guys, like, we need frontal lobes developed, or at least like preparing to be developed. Like, we need 24 plus, because this is like, you need to be at least 2 years removed from college or something. Like, I just can't. Like, it's so like bro frat fraternity vibe, and it's like, this is not our villa. And it goes back to, like, I just am like, do these people not know the audience? Like, the audience of this show is women.
Yeah.
Why are you
That's
talking
what
about
that's what Eric and I were saying too. I was like, these people aren't even gonna come out to like
fame?
fame or anything. Like you're not even gonna be able to sell gym training because no
No.
one is gonna want to buy that. Yeah.
No, because, like, even there's drama everywhere. Like, every season of Love Island, someone always, like, gets done dirty. There's always drama. Everyone's success is not even. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you kind of, a lot of them realize, like, okay, I can't, like, really be awful, because yes, we're here for love. Yes, we're here to find hopefully a boyfriend or girlfriend. But, like, you're also here to get internet fame. Everyone is. You're
Yeah.
all here to be influencers and to quit your day jobs, which is fine. I love it. Like, I'm all for it. I think it's an amazing stepping stone. Look what it's done for like, the last, for Alandria alone, for Serena, for Leah Kateb. Like, it's done amazing things, but, like, you don't get that if you're evil.
Yeah.
Like, if you're evil, you don't get that. And you don't, yeah, like, you don't even get something as basic as girls wanting to get trained by you. I mean, you might get some, because, I mean, maybe your Persian cat and all her friends can come get trained by you. So I literally can't. I actually can't with the Persian cat, because, like, she's actually annoying, and, like, it pains me to like be mean to women. But I'm like, these Casa girls
What
are
she
like
said when she
unlike
came
any
back
other.
was just crazy to me. Like,
When she goes, we're
why are
perfect.
they jumping in and trying to defend them? Like,
Okay,
just let them.
you just
You've known them 3 days.
you know what? Normal back in my day in 2025, Casa girls sat there in silence and
Yeah.
shut their mouths and just said,
And you know what? Even the men that brought the girls back stood in silence. Like,
exactly.
we need the Cordell energy back.
Just sit there and fucking shut up. Get dogged out and then deal with it later.
Yeah.
This whole trying to fight back. And then people being like, it's her partner. I'm like, it's not her partner. She met him 3 days ago. It's not her boyfriend. Like, partner is boyfriend. That's not her boyfriend. That is a connection. She met this is a stranger that she's known for 72 hours.
Who she only really has known for 48 because he spent 24 getting to know someone else
Exactly.
and sharing a bed with someone else.
Which was so weird. And like, can I also just say one last thing? We can wrap this up, but I feel this way on the UK one too. The guys in the casa, like, all they know how to talk about is sex.
Mm-hmm.
All they know how to talk about is sex. Like, Sydney and Casey's first conversation immediately about sex. Whatever happened to, hi, hello, where are you from? How old are you? What did you study in school? Like, do you have any, fun facts? Like, what were you doing before you got here? Why is it immediately like, what's your favorite sexual position and what do you do in the bedroom? I don't know anything about you. Like, it's so, and I feel like to me, it just shows how immature they are because, like, they have no substance. Like, they have nothing to say except, like, can I kiss you? And, like, can we hook up?
Yeah.
It's so weird. And that's like Corbin being like, with his girl, like, when she goes, you're perfect and I'm perfect. We can be perfect together.
And all she wanted to do was like weirdly stage them kissing in different parts of Casa was really odd.
I know. I'm like, what is happening here? It's so weird. I honestly am just like, I can't.
I'm just
But
glad
we'll
she's
be back.
Caleb.
I know. Well, I'm like, well, in the next public vote, can we get a public vote? Because I got 4 people I need dumped from my
Yeah.
island immediately. Like, I can't.
Well, I'm off to watch the episode that aired tonight, so hopefully it'll be a good one and Anaya will get Carl back and
Oh my God,
she
I'm
needs to
crying.
give it her all, please.
I'm praying for the second chance romance. I love it.
Make sure that you're following us on Burst in Line Pod on TikTok, Threads, Twitter, Instagram. And make sure that you're subscribed on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
And please don't forget to rate and review us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. Leave a comment. Let us know what you enjoy about the show. And always keep it at 5 stars, please.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time on First in Line.
Bye.